Generation flex. You can't liberate a slave who has found comfort in his captivity. That is Africa. Very short, simple statement. You can liberate a slave who has found comfort. We have found comfort
the system
in
that
the system that is killing us and giving us problems and us fighting. Some are still fighting. Like we're still on the World War II. Africa, you should wake up for a fact.
The worst part is that you see Pan-Africanism championing for these systems in Africa. And I want to cut my head away. What has happened to
Them, they are the liberators with their slaves who found comfort in our own captivity, because we need to be better. Trust me, we need to be better for this life. If a man is born ignorant to parents that are ignorant, in a society that is ignorant, lives in life of ignorance, oh God, and they eventually dies in ignorance. Ignorance is a norm. So indoctrination can be called education. Hypnotism can be called entertainment. Criminals can be called leaders, and lies can be called truth, because his mind was never truly his own. African paragraph for you. For Africans, this is another paragraph for Africans. As you're an African, as you're passing through our post, the last post and this one, please read them well. Sit and think about yourself as an African, because this is what we're going through. I don't know what you can say about that.
Just a summary of the situation in Africa.
Flying Eagle Zambia. President Hakainde Hichilema has told chiefs in Northwestern Province who are demanding 15% mineral royalty that he is the custodian of all lands in Zambia, not them.
Do you believe this now?
How are you the custodian? That is people's land, not yours. Either you are the president or that is not your land. You don't have. That's the problem that we were having the last time when we were seeing Tanzania giving out a land and taking the owner people of land and taking them out. You understand? You can't. That's like owning the land as a president. You understand? It's not supposed to be that way. Presidents, they should know that as you are there, you don't own any land unless you go and buy.
You're custodian trust.
Thank you. So that woman was supposed to go and pay those people for their land and give them an option for a solution. And this guy is now telling us he's owning the land of Zambia. The land of Zambia is for Zambia people, and the mineral that is there is for the Zambian people, not for him as Hichilema.
Exactly. I like that point. I'm very so happy today like that. So he's a custodian tribe here, but the land owners are the custom and the indigenous people.
Thank you.
So I even have that problem. I think Ghana have a
we can support each other by trading the minerals and everything, but you don't have the right to say this is my own. No.
I think Ghana have a good system. African countries should copy. In Ghana, when they find a mineral resource in your land, you have a percentage as indigenous owner. I think it's a model which you make it across Africa. At least, which even increasing not just the royalty, 5% or 10% of the value to go to the original indigenous owners
of the land.
No, the land, exactly.
Some places they're not doing that. You'll be abducted and sent away.
That was a bad statement for your president. The president is there, well, you can't own land. You are trustee because you're a government administrative trustee. You can't own land more than the owner, the owner of the land. Their forefathers were there for thousands of years taking care of that land. Where was government?
Where was Hichilema at that time?
Where was even government? Where was government?
So please tell us how you feel in the comment section, and please fight for your lands, because
land is the biggest asset you can have.
That very true.
Not more than that. The Nigerian Tribune. Jesus never visited any poor person in his house. Check your Bible. That means he hated poverty. He visited Lazarus. They were not poor. They were giving him food. Video, Jesus hate poverty, never visited any poor person. Nigerian pastor.
I'm very sad. It's very sad to even hear him say that as a person, you know. Who was Jesus preaching to? If they're not the people who are coming and sitting beside him, if they're not having anything.
Did Jesus come to market to preach? Is it poor people who come to preach?
He was actually, as Jesus was targeting every person. That is one, because he as well went to those high courts wherever and preached as well. But I'll tell you for a fact, most of the people who were following Jesus, were they rich?
I don't want to discuss about it. I have a problem with the religion.
I know you have the problem with the religion, but that's for a fact. According to the Bible.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't support the religion piece, but this guy's statement is problematic, very funny.
It's funny. It's funny because
you're out of ignorant, exploitative mentality.
Yeah. And not he's trying to brainwash the people so that they can chop money. That's the money strategy for Pastor OBA. I'm sorry to say that because so you're trying to tell us if we are poor we should not come to your church or what do you mean? So okay, does it mean that we should be rich for us to step in your church for you to preach for us, or what do you mean?
Leave that church for you to see whether how many rich people can get answers. Collect the Mimi Mefo, that's Cameroon. The U.S. government decision to end temporary protective status for nearly 8,000 Cameroonians has drawn sharp criticism. This is because the country remains gripped by ongoing violence and instability in the northwest and southwest northern regions and northern regions of Cameroon. That's where the conflict is. Cameroon security situation remains volatile. The crisis in the Anglophone region has resulted in widespread human rights abuses, including extrajudicial killings, mass displacement, and attacking civilians. Despite these dire conditions, the Trump administration claimed that Cameroon no longer meets the criteria for TPS. So the critics argue that this move ignored the persistent insecurity, humanitarian crisis, and political repression in the country, putting thousands of lives at risk. Yeah, I see this Cameroon situation.
Yeah,
I have sympathy for them, but the thing is that I support America, Trump on this. Look, Africans have to understand that nobody has responsibility for you.
Yeah,
you have responsibility for yourself.
Yeah,
if they give opportunity, fair. If they take it away, embrace it.
Yeah,
you are running away from your country. You go and think that America should receive you. Why? How do you have this kind of entitlement mentality from Africa? Every country fights for their country. Every weapon fights for their country.
Fight from their country.
Africans have to understand that nobody cares for Africa. Nobody fights for you. You have to fight for your country. So if American
it can get a point of fighting for yourself too.
Americans give you chance, fine. They take it away, my brother, my sister, Africa. You are not entitled to it. Accept it and come and sort your issues out. Let's fix our problems. There's no place like home. Let's find what's resolving our issues. That's the best way.
There's no place like home.
Yes.
He's called Yemi Aladi says that.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go.
This kind of entitlement, black.
There will be
having a problem. Black go to America West. They think they should be treated equally. In Africa, do we treat each other even equally in our tribal areas?
Yeah.
Then you go somebody, the person has plotted for his country. You want to go enjoy equally with the person. The mentality of black has to stop. Come back home, develop your country, and also discriminate against anybody. Nobody cares.
I'm hoping you're hearing Mr. Luki says that Africans come back home and fight. I hope you've listened to that guy's comment in the comment section and how you feel about it.
Gunmen terrorize Delta communities, kidnap Sikhs as church declared days of prayers. Can you believe this? Because church has declared days of prayers, some people go and attack them and kill them. It's foreign religions. Their kind of arrogance and entitlement in Africa is sometimes beyond. Now
that's the brainwash part, because if I look at them and the way they are, they're just Muslims. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, this is Nigeria.
Seeing your people killing other people mercilessly, and they'd be told that they're going to be given 70, 80 virgins in heaven. That's the ticket for Muslims in heaven. Even women don't have a place in heaven. They have never. I don't know where women they will go, or what will they be given. I don't know.
And the virgin men.
Or they will be turned into virgins as well, so that they can be given out for those people. Oh my goodness! I hope we wake up someday. We're saying Africa bleaching chemical market size, trends, and outlook. Africa bleaching chemicals market was valued at USD 1.3 billion. And is expected to reach USD 2 billion, growing at from this one to this one to this one.
So we are spending different people, different problems. Yes. So we are spending 1.3 billion to 2 billion to spoil our own skin. Black have problem. When I tell you leaders are no problem.
And that's why I told you. You saw those guys they kept them superior, and because they are ashamed of them, how they look. You understand? Of course. And you didn't get my point at that time, but now
they want to look like God.
I hope you're getting my point right now.
They want to look like God. Africa, what you doing?
That's the honesty, because
they're spending $2 billion.
People are spending
just import bleaching products.
We import these hairs, it's making sense. But bleaching is
Even the hair is also, they look at the hair story to also the African hair.
Okay, I would say even if it's just to lighten yourself, even if you find like you're dark, you can lighten yourself, but not make yourself become whiter. And then you start looking different and weird, because those people look weird as well. I'm sorry to say that. I'm not having any problem with it. They are good people, but from how they made us feel.
Light and bleach, what's the difference? You don't bleach, your skin is good. It's just appreciating yourself, your skin, and take care of it. Beauty is
still
not
with the people who we born them, you know.
They even have baby oil. They use the skin.
They don't have pigments. They don't have nice pigments for skin.
Yeah. This is another one. CGTN African hair care industry grew by billion. In 2017, by some estimate, African women are spending up to $6 billion on hair imports, mostly from India, South America. We don't have money, but we are using the government to import hair, fake hair. Hey, that way you kill me. Let me not talk about a woman will kill me.
Why will you kill you?
It's billion, or some even 7 billion.
It's good, man. At least there are people who are trying to get employment. They're making meet ends with exporting, even if it's from outside. They're making their life meet. There are lots of people there through this. They have school. They have, trust me, it's better than the person than the previous post. Yeah.
But all in all, it's not good for our economy. As I'm saying, they're taking our money away to somebody else because of it. Then that will not add much value to you. That's the problem. The money we spend is far more than the value we get.
And we can still make our own relaxers and shampoos because
exactly. I like that.
And lotions.
If you want,
and we can as well make our own.
Exactly. We can create our own hair. Yes, we can create our. Why can't we learn to do it?
But I tell you, a lot of people, they're buying those and they're making them for ourselves. I've seen a lot of industries in Nigeria who are making wigs. They just be buying. They'll have to buy the materials. Yeah. Actually, the best hair comes from the Asian people. Trust me. Say that we have to use the US dollars to get them. Yeah. That's where the process comes. I wish we had our own coin because our coin could have benefited from this.
Yeah, but our weather didn't suit that because your hair according to your weather. Africa,
you see, I'm enjoying right now. I could not be looking this good right now if I would have not imported.
Because you have not invested in your own.
Yeah. Jay Camero is saying the West robs Africa and then acts like it's savior.
Exactly.
It's a 500-year-old toxic relationship, but people are waking up now.
Yeah, I think we have been slow on waking up. I don't know why we are still glorifying.
We are still slow, Luki.
Very slow.
We are still slow. Let me tell you, the people who are working. You see, that president that is working right now tirelessly in the Burkina Faso one. Yeah, that is the person who has woke
the people up.
You understand? And he's waking Africa up because I know a lot of presidents are envying his whatever he's doing right now. Of course, and they're getting some boils in their stomachs because they are seeing work. That's what it means to be a president, working for your people. Not here telling us you'll build for us road and we are seeing 300 million going and there's nothing. We are seeing a 100 kilometer done only.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Let me link it to the debt. What do we hear this guy? See, they've used the dollar to create problem for you. You have to borrow dollar to do those, and that is the cycle of slavery they put it in. Then they'll come and say the true IMF and World Bank, we'll help you out. Then they will not use it to control you and give condition that you do things they want.
Of course.
To save their interest. It's just slavery, pure slavery.
That's why you see, I love the country of China, and I hope that they're not going to be twisted a little because I love their stance on the ground. You understand?
Let's go to Nigeria. The point. An Islamic cleric and the national chairman of Council of Ulama, Dr. Ibrahim Jalingo, has endorsed death penalty for religious people who renounce their religion. Can you read it now? So if I change my religion, you should kill me.
And that's, oh my God. I don't know. I don't want to talk anything much about Mr. Muhammad, your follower, because if that's how you're taught, then I don't see why I should be in that religion. Why should my other people be killed because they decided on their different decision?
The most annoying part is that, my sister, let's be honest here, you came as a religion to Africa. We had our religion before you came. You came with your lies and other things convince people. Now people now realize your lies. They won't believe. They say, no, if you leave, I will kill you. Okay, let's apply this law. Then we'll kill all 4 religious followers in Africa. Let's go back to our original African regional religion. What kind of nonsense is this at all? In the name of religion.
Guys, tell us how you feel, because even if I'm an Islam, I'll be ashamed of this statement, because
but they will not. They'll brainwash the fact they will believe it. But I'm just happy that ECOWAS court has ruled against it. ECOWAS court has ruled against it. But I hope that they can enforce it then.
I'm praying they should bring different, because I can't imagine someone being killed. That's
changing from other religion to your religion is not a crime. But if you change from a religion to other, you have to. It is God. What is freedom?
They believe they'll be given a lot of virgins up there in heaven. You know, that's their tickets to.
I know you're not talking about. I will talk about it. Islam is a fraud.
Yeah.
People can talk about what they want to do. Islam is a fraud.
East Africa, the Tanzania opposition leader Tundu Lissu charged with treason.
Treason. Yeah. What has he done? Okay, let's see. We'll see.
Tell us, Tanzania people, what did your political leader do?
This is what one thing I realized from opposition in Africa, even within this multi-party system.
Yeah.
People think the more it's a multi-party system, opposition, you can do whatever you want. You can stop economic flow.
Yeah.
And to me, that is not. It's like opposition says, I'll sabotage government to fail, then I'll come to power. That is for me how problem this whole system. So sometimes you might have problem with the treatment of the opposition, but some opposition is a problem.
Yeah.